Yeah, dude. Cool. I'll make a move right now. Yeah, dude. It's cool. See you next time. Can I just call my mom? I just wanted to speak to her. Yeah, dude. For sure. Wait. Let me just take my phone. Where's my phone? Bro, where's my phone? How am I supposed to know where your phone is? Dude, where's my phone? Where's my phone? No! It's right on the table over there. Should I get it? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, bro. Let's be real here. We've all had that feeling. You know, we put our hands into our pockets and we can't find our phone. We go nuts about it. But for some people, it goes extreme. And by extreme, I mean like extreme. It could go to the level of a phobia. It's called nomophobia.
Nomophobia is basically the short of no mobile phobia, which is the fear of not having a working mobile phone with you. Yes, it's an actual phobia which a lot of people around you have.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So, yes, it's a real phobia, and yes, real people have it. For all you know, you might have it. In fact, more than 67% of people with phones have nomophobia. That's insane.
Nomophobia is a disease of today, and that's what we're going to talk about. Now, there are psychological side effects to nomophobia, such as low self-esteem, social anxiety, fear of socializing, and many others. But these are only some of the side effects that nomophobia has.
Now, the addiction to smartphones is leading people towards even the brink of suicide. In an article by The Guardian, in the years between 2010 and 2015, the amount of teens with smartphones grew to 73% from less than 40%. Now, I have some data here, and there was a 71% more chance that someone who would spend more than 5 to 6 hours on their phone would be depressed compared to someone who spent less than an hour on their phone. This data just shows how bad the phone addiction is.
Okay, that might have confused you. Let's make it simple. The more time you spent on the screen, especially in front of social media, the more likely it was to think about suicide.
Not only this, even social interactions have taken a hit. Now, when you're talking to someone, they'd most likely look like this than this. And that's a problem. Social interactions have basically gone completely online. And though that's not a bad thing, it's not great for our self-confidence.
Okay, wait. There are side effects that it has. But when we look at it from a big picture, phones are so necessary nowadays, and shouldn't concern for them be good?
There seems to be a very fine line between concern and paranoia. Nomophobia is paranoia, and paranoia comes from attachment, which in this case comes because we spend so much time on our phone. I read somewhere that 1 out of every 5 people would rather not have shoes for a week than not have their phone. I guess they'd rather not have a soul than lose their soul.
Phone phone addicts literally spend hours in front of the phone, doing practically nothing, which includes me. Whether it be scrolling through social media or playing games, these are good tools for small amounts of relaxation, but in the long run, they're not good in any way.
Now, there's nothing wrong in spending time on social media. You know, it's okay to look at what your friends are doing and what people are up to. But using that as a source of validation and getting hooked onto it, that's where the boundary needs to be drawn.
Phone addicts of today are now even facing health problems, from diabetes to heart conditions, and the problem even gets worse.
Okay, does this sound familiar? First thing you do, check your phone. You scroll through your Instagram and your Twitter, and you're not really doing anything valuable or productive. And by this, we lose out in being in the present moment. We forget the subtle things like being in the moment when we're brushing our teeth or washing our face. It's these subtleties that just make up life.
Okay, so we have talked a lot about why we need to get over this, but really, how? In the 21st century, literally everything is in our phones. And the pandemic just added on to this.
It's gone to a level where all our social interactions are just centered on our phones. But in this day and age, it's impossible to escape the technological influence. We're not asking you to do that.
We need to start spending time with our friends and especially our family. We have a very limited time in this life, and why should we waste that for fake validation, unnecessary stress, and paranoia?
When we look at our life and we calculate, by the time we're 20 or 21, we've already spent more than 80% of our in-person time with our parents and more than 60% of the time with our siblings. Don't we want to cherish these moments and enjoy them and keep them as memories for our life?
These questions are rhetorical, and we want you to think about it. If this video should say anything, it's that technology is important, phones are a resource, but friends and family should always come first.
Nomophobia is growing faster than we could ever imagine. The impacts and the consequences, it's harsher than we could have ever thought.
We need to stop its rapid growth, and that starts from every one of us. We all need to stop being so worried about whether we have our phones or not. We need to start looking at things that actually matter.
We need to look at things that are affecting our society and that are affecting our world. Because only then will the world actually be a better place. And that's what we need to strive for.